Oh my gosh, it's almost done. I have been editing this video all day. Spent way too long on it, but I think it turned out okay. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place, but the editing I thought it was decent. As you can see, I've spent like pretty much all day at this table. Got the water bottles, got some V8s, energy. It's just, it looks like a typical John B setup for the most part. Now that I'm done with that, I should probably fix my hair. I don't know, and then maybe go outside and get some productive stuff done. Run some errands, and then I might go fishing at a spot that I like actually completely forgot about. It was so weird. I had a dream about it this morning, and then realized like, oh, I could totally just fish there. I just forgot about it. It's like a deep, clear water stone quarry pond almost. It's not a lake, it's a pond. So I'm gonna go there maybe at the tail end today. But before I do that, I gotta do some boring stuff, unfortunately. So let's get that done. So you guys know that I've been doing like a ton of traveling as of recently. I don't think I've ever traveled so much in my entire life than I have this year. But I feel like I've been going to kind of like same old places. Like I feel like I've been to Texas a ton. Granted, I absolutely love Texas, and my good buddy Rob lives in Texas, so nothing against that. But I just kind of want to think of some different places to go. I kind of want to expand my horizons. So if any of you guys out there have any suggestions as to where I should travel within the country or outside of the country, leave me a suggestion in the comment below, because I love traveling. Like I never realized how much I love traveling until recently, and on these trips I want to do some fishing. So keep that in mind. If you guys could help me out, I'd greatly appreciate that. Here's just how clustered my life is. Like this is where people usually sit, but I've kind of designated this as my baits that I'm using today spots. And then over here is just a tackle store apocalypse. These don't always stay in here, but I had a big trip where I kind of needed all my stuff with me, so it's in here now and it needs to get out. I have a terrible issue. Also, can I get the hair? I keep forgetting to get my hair fixed. It looks okay. Whatever. Let's just roll with it. 5:25, and I have 2 errands to run, and it's fishing time. Well, I wasn't able to run my errands, but that's fine. It just means I'll have some more time to do some fishing. Current time is 6:24. That gives me about 2.5 hours to do some fishing. This is a small body of water, so I don't even think I'll be out there that long. Top water, jigs, maybe some drop shot. I haven't fished here in a while, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Oh wow, I should have brought the frog. I almost did. So it's been a few years since I fished here. It's clear water, a lot of grass. I'm gonna throw some top water and jigs just to get the day started, but it looks a lot different from what I remember it being. Okay, throwing the chesty on, go do some fishing. Get off there. There's one. Finally. Whew. Just a little largie there on that jig. Oh my gosh, this is the same jig I was throwing yesterday at that one lake with Chris. Just a little different crawl on the back. First fish took me long enough. I missed like a few already. Gosh, so much fun. It's getting dark too. I think a storm's about to roll in, so I gotta hurry up and fill up my limit. Yeah, I'm soaked. You really can't go wrong with a jig in clear water. I try to stick to natural colors. Watermelon red's a good one. I like PB&J a lot too. But that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. I don't like to throw black and blues, even though those colors do work. I just like to keep it natural just because the water is pretty clear. You don't need to really throw something that stands out too much, just something subtle. These fish can see a jig from, no joke, 10 feet away, even further when you're fishing stuff like this. So that's kind of the game plan. Nothing too serious. Like I said, I'm only out here for a few hours, and I gotta head back home and get some boring stuff done, unfortunately. But it is fun to get out and fish a pond you haven't hit for a while. Like, it's been, gosh, dude, easily a few years since I fished this little pond. It's kind of hoping to get on a topwater bite, but I just don't have too much confidence. Oh, there's another one. Oh, golly, that was a nice one. Wow, I thought for sure I had him. All right, drop back down, drop back down. You should come back. Maybe. There he is again. There he is. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll take that. Missed him once and came back again, and that's an easy release, folks. There he goes. Cool. Quick tip for all you guys out there who want to fish a jig and grass. Probably the best head design. That's just going to allow it to kind of get in and out of the grass. You really don't want to throw like a football head. You know, even like a finesse style jig probably won't go through the grass too well. I like using a lighter jig too, so that jig doesn't get way caught in the grass. This will just kind of sit on top of, or won't go too deep into the grass as well. So 1/8 ounce is pretty good. If you're curious about what types of jigs you should get, I'll put a few jigs I would suggest in the link below, is where you can buy them and stuff like that. But the brand doesn't always really matter. To me, what's most important is the head design. This has got a really awesome head design, and with that crawl on the back, it's super, super deadly. And that's kind of what I'm doing today. Like, as you may be able to tell, I'm not pulling up a ton of grass on every cast because this jig's able to get in and out. And that's what I want. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm rambling. Anyway, check the description below if you guys want to see some jigs that are probably good for a situation like this. Super grassy, shallow, deep, whatever it may be. Check it out. Oh, there's one. Nice. Whew, it was very quiet there for a few minutes until this guy shows up. Oh God, I thought I had a pig on. He smoked it. Okay, relax. Relax, little guy. Yeah, I was just swimming the jig back, and as soon as it got to that weed edge, he ate it. Nice fish. Whew. Love it. Going back in the water. They are super aggressive. Well, I think that's gonna be my last fish for the day. I honestly didn't expect to come out and fish. I was pretty busy and just thought, hey, let's ease the mind and catch a few bass. I ended up catching a few. Turned out to be pretty solid. Tuesday, I think. Turned out to be a pretty solid Tuesday. And look at that sun. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm heading home, packing it up. It's been a good day out in the pond. So you guys know how I said earlier in this video that I'm not very organized, like my car situation is not organized. Just take a look at this. This is what your workstation looks like after like being in and out of the house, traveling a ton, and just never really like buckling down, biting the bullet and saying, hey, I'm gonna clean my workstation. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on here. I think, well, most of this is my fault, but I think there's just some things that just somehow make their way here. The point that I'm trying to get at here is I am naturally a very disorganized person. Like, my mind is very disorganized. When I start thinking about an idea or something like that, it's all over the place. And then sometimes I lose that idea. And along with losing ideas, I lose stuff. I lose track of my stuff. Look at this, dude. I've got my passports here. I've got old cameras. This has been broken for years. It should be in the trash. I can't get it fixed. But I hold on to things, and it's a really bad habit. Super bad habit. So that's kind of what I want to talk to you guys about today. These right here are the reels that have just been sitting in my basement for the past, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a little bit more than that. I would say roughly 2 to 3 weeks. The issue with this is, and this is fine that I have reels like this. It's okay. It's fine that I have reels like this. But the issue with it is it's just sitting in my basement. And at one point in time, I really cherished a lot of these reels. Like, I've got 3 discontinued Shimano cores right here, which at the time I loved. And here's an old discontinued Garcia Premiere. Like, I've never used this reel. You guys have probably never seen me use this reel. It's because I have too much stuff. I have too many reels. I have too many lures. And the fact of the matter is I don't need this much stuff. I don't. The reason I bring this up is because every time I go down to the basement, I just kind of like dread the fact that I've got this huge mess and I haven't really taken the time to just clean it up. And the one thing that's really stood out to me within this whole cluttered mess are the reels. The reels that I used to like absolutely love and cherish and, you know, talk about and make videos about. No joke, in college, I would spend my entire YouTube Google check on one reel. And then I live off like the rest of the $100 that I had. It's a little sick if you think about it. It's a little stupid. It's a little naive. What's crazy is I have reels here that are more expensive than the ones that I bought in college and I don't even use them anymore. And in one of my recent videos, I said something kind of stupid, and I think I worded it wrong. Basically, this is what I said. I'm not much of a materialistic person. I don't really believe in like kind of like envying over things. What I think I was trying to say is I don't like being a materialistic person. Even though I am, in a way, sometimes that type of person that covets something, an object, something that's tangible. I don't like being that kind of person. And in moderation is not a terrible thing in my opinion. Like, you know, it's cool to have a favorite reel. It's cool to love your reel and use it wherever you go. But to this extent, it gets a little ridiculous. So this leads into what I'm about to say. That being is I'm getting rid of all of these reels. I don't need these reels anymore. I just think this is the right decision. Like, I gotta start big here. I covet these objects way too much and it's not healthy. And what I'm saying here is for me personally, and I'm not trying to say you guys shouldn't love all your reels and you shouldn't have 20 reels. I thought about doing a few different things with this, one of which is just giving them away, which seems like an okay idea, but there's really no like big purpose to that. I want this to not be in vain. So what I plan on doing is I plan on putting these up on eBay, and for whatever dollar amount that they sell for, I'm gonna use that dollar amount to then donate it to one of my favorite organizations and causes, that being Make-A-Wish Foundation. All the past Bass in the Pond tournaments I ran were towards that cause, and I just feel really passionate about that that organization. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put all the links in the description below to where you can buy these reels. Like I said, I'm cool with them for going a small dollar amount, but let's see if we can get them up to at least MSRP price. That'd be pretty sweet, just because of the purpose of why I'm selling these reels, because I want to put them to good use. I want to make something of this mess here, you know? That's what I'm doing. I'm not giving up fishing, in case that's what you were wondering. I'm not giving up fishing. I'm just giving up some of the things that are kind of weighing me down. That's my long ender for today, guys. I didn't mean for this video to get like sentimental or like life lesson-y. Is that a word? Lesson-y? I didn't mean for this video to be like that, but I want to make a video. And also today's vlog was like blah. It was blah. I'm working on trying to incorporate some more things within these vlogs. I've got some really awesome big trips coming up. I don't want to like even hint at any of them, but pretty much all of them, I would say 3 of the big trips I've planned, maybe 4, are out of the country trips. Like, I'm leaving the country. I've never been out of the country before. I guess I've been twice out of Canada. But that's like, can you even count Canada? But I'm traveling overseas 3 times maybe, and then the other one is a little bit different, but I'm super stoked. Again, it's not set in stone. It's not for sure gonna happen, but I'm working on it. So I look forward to sharing some info regarding those trips later on. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching. And remember, keep fishing, never stop. Oh yeah, I was curious. I just called, I think maybe I got transferred or something like that. Are there any places in Hawaii, like I'm looking for specific locations to fish for smallmouth bass?